Yeah, so Take Me Into Ladylike, I feel like that was like the breakout. And everybody's like, oh my God. And like the streaming era during COVID, I feel like everybody had one song. And it was like, Ladylike was your song and everybody kind of gravitated towards it. If you're a songwriter who's written all the songs you've written, when you have like one of them that like pops out and everybody's like, oh God, she's so great. This is her song. And you've written like hundreds. So
Yes.
thoughts about that?
Well, it was weird since it was during the pandemic, so I wasn't sure who was relating to the songs. Like I didn't get to meet any of my fans, but just hearing people's stories about how they heard themselves in that song is what makes me as a songwriter so happy, because that's the goal. Is like sure we write the songs for ourselves, but your hope is that people can connect to you so you don't feel like you're the only person feeling that way.
So Nashville is a city right now where we're experiencing this thing where the dynamic of what the expectation of Nashville means is changing. And I feel like you're at the forefront of that. You went to Berkeley, you're from Colorado,
Yeah.
you've written for like incredible pop stars that people in the pop realm look at like, oh my God, that's a star.
Yeah.
You've written for them. And now you're in Nashville, which is in the midst of all this change. And you don't have a discernible twang in your voice.
I do not.
So, explain that to me, and being here at this time, and what that means to you.
Well, I moved here to learn how to songwrite. So for me, Nashville is always going to be the songwriter capital, because you really, in order to stick out in this town, you have to learn how to write a great song. It doesn't matter how great your voice is. At the end of the day, it's like, what are you singing about? And Nashville is changing a lot, but I think in a good way, because there's so many talented people here, and forcing everybody to sound the same and be the same is doing a disservice to the creative community that is Nashville. So, I mean, Johnny Cash moved here and people didn't like him, but look at him now. So
You
it's
just
like
compared yourself to Johnny Cash.
I did, yes.
There it
Name
is,
drop.
there it
I am not Johnny Cash. He is way cooler than I am. But just that whole, becoming more open-minded, I think, to all the different types of music that Nashville is able to create is something that I will always support and hopefully be at the forefront of.